On September 27th, 3048, the Comstar Explorer Corps jumpship Outbound Light stumbled onto the Clan homeworlds, setting in motion a massive invasion of the Inner Sphere by the clans. At first sweeping all before them with their advanced technologies, the clans met defeat at the Battle of Turkiad and were stymied by a 15-year truce. With the clock ticking, the Inner Sphere's elite took the battle directly to the Clan homeworlds. There, the destruction of Clan Smoke Jaguar and the defeat of the clans in the Great Refusal ended the invasion. In their absence, political machinations continued across the Inner Sphere. As the victorious forces returned home, the mighty Federated Commonwealth tore itself apart in a titanic civil war spanning 1,000 light years, as houses Davion and Steiner pitted brother against sister. These large-scale conflicts accelerated technological advancements as a new generation of battle mechs and weapons appeared on 100 worlds of conflict. Hello everybody, MechFrog here. Today we're going to look at the Catalyst Game Lab Clan Invasion Technical Readout. Catalyst describes the Clan Invasion Readout as a collection of some of the most common and notable mech designs from the Clan Invasion era. These mechs cover multiple previous technical readouts and include all of the usual elements, including loadouts, drawings, overviews, some capabilities, and even a few notable mech warriors for select mechs. Searching for a way to properly describe what this TRO is, think of a best of episode from your favorite 90s sitcom. That good analogy? Good? Alright, let's keep going. Before we go any further, we need to discuss the introduction, which has caused a little bit of a hubbub in the Battletech community for several reasons. Written by an in-universe character named Steven Rorschach, apparently a Star League lore master, on October 24th, 3250. He does show up in some other technical books too, so this just adds more intrigue and more questions about what might be happening in the year 3250. This is interesting and possibly concerning for several reasons. The first and most glaring is the fact that there's apparently an entity that calls itself a Star League in 3250. How much this referenced Star League matches references the Star Leagues of old is a mystery. Further compounding the issue is the title of Lore Master, which suggests that a clan, or perhaps more than one clan, has had a significant impact on whatever this third Star League is. Finally, the name Rorschach, which is a founding Jade Falcon blood name, is all the more confusing, as most of us now know that the current occupiers of the Ill Clan era on Terra are the Wolves. We could make all sorts of speculations concerning how this is the way it is, but it's possible that the blood names and remaining genetic material from the surviving Jade Falcons on Terra were wrapped up into this new Ill Clan wolf. But that remains speculation for now. The introduction doesn't offer too much to clarify things other than a general description of what the TRO offers as a selection of notable mech designs and mech warriors who piloted them. If you're familiar at all with the formatting of a Battletech technical readout, this one will not offer any surprises. The first section includes clan mechs, including the original 16 Invasion mechs, along with some of the 2C models and other second-line designs like the Piranha and Grizzly. The next roughly 100 pages is devoted to Inner Sphere mechs from a variety of past TROs along with their art. The art style is logically going to be different based upon which technical readout was the original source, and this can be both a good thing or not, depending on how much you like the art from certain periods in the history of the Battletech IP. I really appreciated the little bits of fluff in each mech's description that highlighted a few notable mech warriors who used that specific mech. I think my favorite might be the Hollander, that was nicknamed Detector, as it was significantly damaged on 5 separate occasions in a conflict where the opposing forces were using Thunder LRMs. It would be unfortunate if that was the only time this mech warrior makes his or her way into the history books. So who is this technical readout for? Well, if you're a big fan of the Clan Invasion era and want a TRO that focuses on the most popular mechs of that time, this book could be useful in offering a little bit of that extra lore. If you don't already own older technical readouts from 3050 to 3060 and want to, this book might be perfect for dipping your feet into the mech lore waters without having to find second-hand copies of older books, which are increasingly hard to come by. I know I routinely scour the used bookstores in my city, and Battletech books are a rarity. Though there are usually lots of Shadowrun books and previous versions of Warhammer 40k. All things considered, if you are a Battletech lorehound who enjoys knowing a little bit more about various mechs from the Clan Invasion time period, this could be a valuable buy. However, if you're just focused on the tabletop game aspect, I might pass on this TRO. It's not like the original 3050 technical readout that included tabletop rules for battle armor and other important details. Before we go, I want to share a small piece of fluff that stood out to me from the notable MechWarrior section from the Dart 3S, so that you have an idea of what to expect from the portion of the mech summaries. Lieutenant Jonah Keffer of the 1st Alarian Jaegers proudly considers himself a loyalist, a member of the regiment that fought against pro-Victor troops numerous times during the Fedcom Civil War. During the fighting on Tikhonov, where the Jaegers and several other loyalist units arrived in pursuit of Victor Steiner-Davion's forces, Keffer and his Dart 6S, nicknamed Shadowstalker, served as part of a fast response unit, alternating between reconnaissance and harassing strikes against Allied units during the defense of the earthworks facilities near Tikhograd. Making the most of his mech's speed, increased armor, and lasers, Keffer accounted for at least 1 mech and 3 vehicle kills in 3 separate sorties against Allied units outside of the city. During the final battles for Tharkad, his skills barely kept him alive after tangling with a Kellhound's Cougar. The Battletech Clan Invasion Technical Readout stands as a bit of an odd duck book as it covers so much time and so many previous technical readout sources, but I'm still glad that I picked it up. I prefer hard copies of books because I'm an old fart who doesn't trust technology. There's just something about being able to take a book off the shelf and flip through it on a lazy Sunday afternoon that cannot be replaced with a PDF on a laptop or an e-reader. Of course, maybe I'm just crazy. Thanks for watching. I'll include the Catalyst store link in the comments below, as well as my Ko-Fi link should you wish to help support the channel. The growth over the past few months has been phenomenal, and I'm energized to do some really cool projects in the future. If you're keen on the content and want to see more, I'd recommend my video highlighting the 5 big winners from the 3050 technical readout. The video link should be on your screen right now. With that, take care, go make the world a slightly better place today and tomorrow.